again. So today I'm coming to you with 10 beauty products for under $10. Now I think there was a tag to this effect going around some time ago, something along the lines of the best 10 in beauty for under $10. So seeing as though my channel's meant to be a bit of a budget beauty channel, I thought it would be a good one to do. And I started looking in my makeup and beauty products for ones that I use quite regularly, the ones that I'm constantly using or that I reach for quite often. And it occurred to me that there are quite a few products that I use on a regular basis that are Australian products as well. So this led me to take things another step further and have a look, perhaps if I could find 10 products under $10 that are also Australian owned and Australian made. A few of these products I've mentioned before in various videos on my channel, but there's also some new ones in here as well. So I have 10 different products here to show you today, so let's get started. First of all, it has to be Sukin skincare. I've mentioned these products a few times before and also done a focus on the brand in a previous video. A variety of the Sukin products, which come in this 125ml size, retail for $9.95 each. In particular here I have the Hydrating Mist Toner, which I've mentioned in one of my favourites videos. It's a toner that I use all the time. It's alcohol free, it has chamomile and rose water, just a really lovely calming gentle toner. The other product I specifically wanted to mention today is the Sukin Cleansing Gel. This is from the Sensitive Skin line. But this is a really gentle gel wash-off cleanser. It contains aloe vera and avocado oil. Really gentle, effective cleanser. In a little pump top bottle for $9.95. Next, a makeup product. Now, there actually aren't too many makeup products in my selection here today, unfortunately. When I first thought of doing this type of video, I was thinking there'd be a few options. Brands that came to mind were Australia's Face of Australia. There's a couple of lines like Savvy and Models Prefer that are stocked in Priceline. But once I dug a bit deeper and started looking at the detail on the back of the products that I had, I found that Australian products, particularly makeup, weren't necessarily made in Australia. For instance, a lot of Australis products, even though it's a great Australian company, are actually made in Taiwan. But what I did discover is that a majority of the Face of Australia products are actually made in Australia. I have here the eye primer, the matte eye primer. I've mentioned this in previous videos and also used it in my recent no makeup tutorial. Quite a thick cream primer, but I find does an outstanding job of making my eye makeup stay all day without creasing. And it's also a lovely consistency too to apply your eye makeup over. And this Face of Australia eye primer is around $8. Next up, a conditioner. This is the Organic Care brand. This particular one is the Nourish conditioner. I use this one for my daughter all the time and occasionally use it myself as well. It's a very good conditioner, cruelty-free and Australian made and owned. This Organic Care range is stocked in Coles and Woolworths supermarkets, and IGA also stocks it as well. I found the best range of products is actually at Woolworths. In the hair care line they have a number of different shampoos and conditioners. They have a colour care one, this Nourish one, might be like an everyday one as well, and there's also a 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner for children. These shampoos and conditioners come in a 400ml size, ridiculously cheap. I think normally they're around $4. I noticed at the moment at Coles they're on special as well for $2.50. But don't be fooled into thinking just because they're cheap that they're a rubbish product. They're actually really good quality, so I love those. Another Face of Australia product next. This is their Lip Quench lipsticks. So it's a moisturising lipstick with shea butter and jojoba, SPF 30+, which is a great extra. Australian owned company, Australian made product. Really lovely moisturising quality lipsticks, great colour selection, and these ones retail for $9.95. Some swatches of the colours that I have. Top one there is Forbidden Fruit and the bottom one is a colour called Lychee Crush, which is a lovely nude. Next product I want to mention I've also featured before on my channel. It's a moisturising facial sunscreen, and it's the QV Face Moisturising Day Cream, SPF 30+. Really lovely, gentle, light moisturiser, colour and fragrance free, luxurious consistency, high sun protection, and once again an Australian owned and made product. Might be a bit of a cheat, this one, because it is generally around the $13 mark, but you can get it for around $10 when it's on special, and it quite often is at places like Chemist Warehouse. I found also when I was looking at my products for this video, I came across a few products that I actually use fairly regularly without really even thinking about it too much, but they are probably what would be considered to be quite an iconic Australian brand. One of those is Rosken. I think most Australians would have heard of Rosken Skin Repair Lotion, which is just a really good basic moisturiser for dry skin that's been around in Australia for many years. The company was actually started back in the 1970s by two pharmacists. It is a brand that's now available internationally. This particular one I've got here is a vitamin E repair cream in a tube. The Rosken moisturisers are fairly heavy duty body moisturisers. This one says it's enriched with shea and cocoa butter. Doesn't actually smell like cocoa butter though, it's quite a mild fruity fragrance, which is quite nice. The original Rosken Skin Repair comes in a little tub or also a pump top bottle. I have other body moisturisers in a like pump top lotion form that I use on a regular basis. And then I'll reach for this one on the days when my skin just needs some extra help. So coming into winter now, if my skin's particularly dry or particularly on my elbows and heels, I'll use this one because it's really emollient rich and moisturising and reparative also with that vitamin E. And this one retails for around $8. The next company I would also say is a fairly iconic Australian brand. It's Plantation. Now this is a company that has plantations of tea trees and all their products are tea tree based. This particular one I've got here is 100% pure tea tree oil. This is a little 10ml bottle. It's a product that is antiseptic, so it can be used on stings or bites or burns. But another use that it's intended for and that I find it's really good at is a pimple treatment. Now I don't really get too many pimples anymore like I did back in my teens and 20s, but I do get the occasional breakout, particularly around my mouth at that time of the month, and so I just apply this directly to the spot on a cotton tip, usually at night before I go to bed, and by the morning I can tell that that pimple is significantly calmed and reduced by using this. And a bottle this size you can find at most chemists for around the $5 mark. My next product probably doesn't really need any introduction to all the Aussie girls out there. I think most would have one of these around their house or in their handbag somewhere. It's the Lucas Paw Paw Ointment. I kind of think of this as an Australian natural version of the Elizabeth Arden 8-hour cream. That's what it looks like. And a bit of a multitasking product, but essentially just one of the best lip moisturisers out there. This product does get a bit of flack from time to time about not being quite as natural as it might make out. But as far as I'm concerned, it smells amazing, it does a fantastic job, it's an Australian owned and made product, just great. This is a 25 grain tube which I actually got from Coles for around $5. You can also get this one from Priceline and Chemist Warehouse for around $6. The next product I want to mention is the Ultra 3 nail polish. Now this might come as a surprise to some people in an Australian product video, but Ultra 3 is actually an Australian owned company and their nail polishes are made in Australia. These nail polishes are known because they're so inexpensive. They retail for around $2 to $3 depending on where you buy them. Really great colour selection. This particular one is French pink. Just a really great inexpensive nail polish. And finally I wanted to mention Seedle hairspray. Another iconic Australian company, who knew? I can remember my grandmother and my mother both using this hairspray, and one of the reasons that I bought it for myself was because it's such a familiar smell to me, such a great fragrance. It's really actually quite an old school sort of fragrance. I think the packaging's a bit retro too, which I quite like. This is a 250 gram can of the Cedar Firm Hold hairspray. I think a really good hairspray retails for around $5. And under the Cedar brand there's also a anti-dandruff shampoo, a dry shampoo, and I also have a dry conditioner. This is one of the only dry conditioners I'm aware of. The dry shampoo from Cedar is very good. It comes in a regular and a dark shade. It's actually a mousse, like your old school hair mousse. And I find this is really good for day 2, day 3 hair, when a lot of girls use their dry shampoo. I use a leave-in conditioner after I wash my hair, but I find by the 2nd or 3rd day it is feeling a bit dry on the mid-lengths and ends. So I just squirt a bit of this onto my fingers and distribute it through my hair, and it just does a really good job of making it feel revitalised and hydrated. And it's a little 30 gram can, so easy to pop in your bag too if you wanted to take it with you. This dry conditioner and the dry shampoo that Cedar have retail for around $8. So there you go, that's my 10 products for under $10. All Australian owned companies, Australian made products, and ones that I use all the time. Hope that was helpful for you. Thanks for watching. Bye.